Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back on the chart. Today we are going to talk about the top 10 most expensive wines in the world. Getting the most expensive wine at a restaurant, eatery, or on a date might be nothing compared to getting one of the most expensive wines in the world. And don't just try it if you are not ready for it. The most expensive wine can cost up to an amount that would get a car, and it is just not for those who are not financially capable. Below is a list of the world's top 10 most expensive wines and how much they can cost. Number 10. Cheval Blanc St-Emilion. The Cheval Blanc St-Emilion is considered the finest Cheval Blanc of the 20th century by the best sommeliers in the world. The wine has a sensual flavor and luxurious texture. It costs $135,125. Therefore, it cannot but be listed as one of the most expensive wines in the world. Regarded as a world-class vintage wine, you know for sure that it truly does not worth the price. Number 9. Heidsieck Vosne-Romanée Cros Parantoux, 1999. This wine costs a whopping sum of $136,955, and it was sold at Christie's Hong Kong wine sale. This expensive wine was produced in the heart of France's Burgundy wine region, and the buyer got a whole case of wine instead of an individual bottle. What a piece of luck to have got one of the most expensive wines in the world at such a bargain. Number 8. Chateau Lafite, 1787. The Chateau Lafite 1787 represents the most expensive single wine bottle to be sold at an auction for $156 and $450. It was purchased by publisher tycoon Malcolm Forbes in 1985, and it is thought to be from Thomas Jefferson's cellar. This is because it was discovered in Paris among other wines from top vineyards, including Lafite and the THJ initials engraved into the glass. Number 7. Ampoule from Penfolds. The Ampoule does not have much of a history, but solely derived its popularity and worth from being produced by one of the most famous and reputable South Australian wineries. It is regarded as one of the most expensive wines in the world, with each bottle selling at a cost of $168,000. Number 6. Chateau Margaux, 1787. The Chateau Margaux is considered one of the most expensive wines never to be sold. Must be curious why it is never to be sold. Actually, the owner originally valued the Chateau Margaux at $500,000, but the wine didn't make it until the auction. It fell to the ground whilst being held by a waiter during a Margaux in a four-season hotel. Insurers, however, paid $225,000, and this made it the most expensive wine never to be sold. Number 5. Chateau Lafite, 1869, located in the Parantoux in the Medoc wine region. Chateau Lafite Rothschild is the world-renowned winery recognized as a top vintage produced by Rothschild family, and it is also rated one of the most expensive wines in the world, having 3 bottles of it sold by Sotheby's in Hong Kong for a price a little higher than $230,000. Number 4. Shipwrecked 1907 Heidsieck. Shipwrecked 1907 Heidsieck is considered the world's most expensive champagne. However, this world's most expensive wine has an interesting story behind it, and you surely would be willing to know. During the First World War in 1916, a ship carrying the wine sank at the bottom of the ocean, and it was found in 1998 in the Gulf of Finland with the 2,000 bottles still intact. Such an intriguing story, it was then sold at $275,000 US per bottle, largely to the Russian elite. Number 3. Chateau Cheval Blanc 1947. The Chateau Cheval Blanc 1947 is considered the best Bordeaux ever made. It cannot be overemphasized that it is one of the most expensive wines in the world, being sold at auction for $305,000 US. This wine's texture is thick and has a 14.4% alcohol concentration. Number 2. Jeroboam of Chateau Mouton-Rothschild 1945. This wine is said to have originated from the vineyards of one of the world's richest families. It is notable for its V label, which indicates the end of the Second World War and the victory of the Allied forces. Being recognized by wine enthusiasts, it is regarded as one of the world's finest red wines. Not only is this one of the most expensive bottles in the world at $310,000 US, but a glass of it also costs $8,631 US. Interesting. Number 1. Screaming Eagle Cabernet 1992. Screaming Eagle Cabernet 1992 is characterized by its notes of oak and black currants and strong tannin content. It has been the most expensive wine in the world for years now and still retains its position to date. In 2000, it was sold at a charity auction for $500,000 US. Screaming Eagle Cabernet 1992 is aged in 60% new oak and has an aroma of black currants with a subtle track of oak and an opaque purple look. If you are wondering what is so special about this wine that it had to be the most expensive wine in the world, here is a fact. The Screaming Eagle Cabernet 1992 received a 99 score, an almost perfect score, by one critic, Robert Parker. Heidi Peterson Barrett is the winemaker, and the Screaming Eagle Cabernet 1992 has limited production and scarcity relative to its demand. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with us today. This was The Chart. Do not forget to subscribe, share, like, and of course, sharing your ideas through the comment section. This was The Chart. Be blessed. See you next time.